Shalom. First and foremost, giving all of the praises to the Most High and the Son, Yahweh Bashmi Awashab Basham Arukah Wahakwadash, and double honor to the apostles of the great millstone, and salutations to the Yakim out there that's furthering his ministry throughout the four corners of the planet. And shalom to those that are learning and listening as well, that are growing thereby. So yeah, I have an article here saying that Los Angeles' new COVID lockdown bans most walking, driving, and use of public transport. Los Angeles Mayor Eric Garcetti issued an order for residents to stay at home, warning that the city is approaching a devastating tipping point in its fight against COVID-19 that would overwhelm the hospital system. We must minimize contact with others as much as possible, Garcetti wrote in order dated December the 2nd. The steps were needed to avoid risking needless suffering and death, he said. The order, which supersedes one from June, prohibits public and private gathering of people from more than one household and states that all businesses in the city that requires people to work on locations must stop operations. Walking, driving, travel on public transports, bikes, motorcycles, and scooters are prohibited, other than for those undertaking essential activities. There are several exemptions, including for faith-based outdoor services and homelessness. Others that can continue to operate, including supermarkets, grocery stores, and healthcare operations, but that doesn't cover gyms and similar facilities. Still, activities such as golf, tennis, and pickle balls are permitted according to the order. So, and this is just the way that I see this. This is the government now, the United States government, putting pressure, more pressure, beginning with the mayor, Eric Garcetti, right? On how he doesn't want people to walk. He doesn't want people to use any form of transportation or drive at all. All right? But I want to say this. What they're going to do, and this just is my assumption, is tell the people, order the people to take a vaccine, and then they can start walking. They can start doing as they may, as what they usually used to do. All right? And that's the way I see this thing going. And Esau already knows the deal. They know that most people are waking up to what's going on with these, needles, and what's within this potion that they have presented for the people to take. And people are not really buying into it. So this is their way of basically pushing people against the corner and making people uncomfortable, because people are uncomfortable with the idea of not being able to walk, not being able to go outside. I mean, come on now. Like, it gets to the point where it's like, whoa, really? That's how far they're gonna go with this thing. But they're gonna keep pushing people even more, so that people can be swayed to wanting to take the vax. All right, that's just what I see, and this is just Esau again getting ready to cause all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark. That's where this is all going. Like Bill Gates said it himself, that they want to be able to track and to measure the virus. So how are they going to track and measure the virus? They would have to give the patients who they're going to inject with the medication, with some sort of tracking device to do so. Okay? And it would have to be some sort of chip, which as we believe to be the mark of the beast. Now, I'm not going to bring any scriptures out. I just want to just read all of this just for the sake of time. But yeah, Esau is speaking as a lamb pursuant to Revelations, the 13th chapter, I believe it is. He has two horns like a lamb, but he spake as a dragon. Eventually, the real colors are going to be declared towards the American people and just the people in the Western Hemisphere overall, including the EU. All right. Because right now they're saying, well, the government is not going to be involved in basically sanctioning people to receive the medication. And they don't really necessarily have to, because all they got to do is give the heads up to these corporate billion-pound companies that people rely on to allow people or force the people to take the vaccine so that people can buy their goods, and they can just do it like that. All right? They can just simply do it like that. The powers from the top on high, they don't have to give the people the order. All they got to do is simply just get these corporations, like, for example, Amazon. Oh, including the, they're going to go as far as, I'm even go as far as saying this. It's going to get to the point where in order for you to use the internet, you got to have some kind of device on you. That's how far Esau's going to push this thing. But that's all going to involve around the microchip. Okay? Because the biometrical system is coming in now. They got the technology, they got the infrastructure, they got it all going on. So it ain't really got a lot to do with the whole package still that they want to present to the people, if you know what I'm talking about. It ain't got nothing to do with that. And the virus that they're saying that's out there floating around in midair, it's got every little thing to do with the technology that they want people to take pursuant to the book of Revelations, the 13th chapter. Okay? So this is the way they're going to do it. As they're already saying, as it stands right now, beginning with the mayor, Garcetti, which he's the mayor of Los Angeles, California. All right? And all of these Mason Brotherhood guys, they're all working together. They're all working together in one to furthering this one world system, which includes the government having total control of the people. That's what this is all about. All right. And this is why they're pushing this medication so hardcore nowadays, because they want people under their one world system, and they want to get rid of a sect of people too that are giving them problems that they're later going to call terrorists. And even though these people did anything wrong, they haven't killed a soul, they haven't threatened nobody on that level to be called a terrorist, but they're going to call them a terrorist because they're simply going to be potential terrorizers to the one world order. You see, that's why these people are going to be considered terrorists. And I'm talking about these people that are part of religion, sects, and surrounding people that have their own identities and stuff like that. They want to get rid of people like that because, again, they're going to terrorize their one world system. And these are the kind of people that in the hour of martial law they're going to be coming down towards. Pursuant to the book of Revelations 12:12, it says that the devil shall come down having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time. And how does these devils know that? Because they look into the skies. All right, they deal with numerology and all of the above, right? They deal with astrology as well. And nowadays, all of the signs and wonders in heaven are shown forth, and all of the prophecies are being played out, as they can see on the left-hand side. And it's all pretty much indicating to them that they're at the end. But there's a part in their mind that wants to believe that they can overcome the judgment of the Lord, because they got judgment coming. But they believe that they can continue on in triumph, knowing as also what the book of Job says, which I believe is the 20th chapter. It says that the triumphing of the wicked is short. And that stands right now at this very moment in time that we're living in. It didn't stand 2,000 years ago. It didn't stand 3 or 2,500 years ago, or during the time of the Greeks. That stands up to now. This devil is at a short period of time. And they know this, but they're hoping like hell that they can overcome their judgment and overcome the fact that they may have to go into slavery. There's no having to go into slavery. They will go into slavery, and that's the bottom line. But going back to what I'm saying, they hoping like hell that they can figure things out to escape all of those things and to continually keep us into captivity. All right. And this is why Esau's going to go all the way out. They're going to seek to try to kill the ones of our people that generally believe in this thing, especially them. And if not, probably the whole nation, which they have documentation on that. You have the Rex 84 program as well. And I remember going back, I believe, 7-8 years ago, man. There was videos being pushed out there, articles being pushed out there about the Department of Homeland Security on how they've pretty much garnered billions of pounds of hollow point bullets, man. Okay. So it's going to be war. It's going to be war between the government and the people, because they're looking to eliminate a lot of people on the face of the earth, plus the nuclear war that's brewing right now. So all of this is going to deplete the mass majority of the population, which is a part of one of the commands on the Georgia Guidestones. So it all begins right here with this jab that they got going on. If we could push the jabs and get people to get hooked to the jab, then we can allow these people to accept the idea that they may have to take the mark of the beast tech. Okay? And that's what I see happening at the very end, which all of us can see that anyway, you know? But yeah. They're putting pressure on the people, swaying the people to go their way. That's what this is all about. They're making it a big deal, like people are dropping dead as you're seeing walking down the street, or you working. But we don't see nobody dropping dead, really. I mean, and I'm not gonna say that the COVID virus it doesn't exist at all. I'm not gonna say that. It may do exist, but unto those that have weaker immune systems. But if you have a good immune system, a well-to-do immune system, I mean, come on, man, this thing ain't affecting you like that. You know, if you take care of your body and you have a good immune system, this thing ain't affecting nobody, man, on that level. All right. But this is the game, man. This is the game that Esau's playing with these people, using tactics, and the Hegelian dialect tactic as well they're using. All right. Because the intention here of these elites is to simply bring about the Great Reset. That's another word of saying a new world order, the Great Reset, beginning with the chief executive owner of the WEC, which stands for the World Economic Council. And then you also have the firm too. All right. So we know where these devils are going with all of this right here, man. We see what the deal is, and basically when it's all said and done, and I'm going to say that again, when it's all said and done, these devils are falling right into the hands of the Lord. Straight like that. And eventually, this place, which makes up this Roman Empire, beginning with the American corporation and the British corporation, which are the two that are responsible for, upholding the system, have you will. These places are going to be totally annihilated and destroyed due to this up and coming nuclear war that's being prepared and ready to go. All right. So with that, I just wanted to just make this real brief and short. And what I'll do is I'll put this in the I'll put the link of this video in the description box, and the brothers can check this out as well. So with that, I say shalom.